How y'all doing? Oh yeah. How is everybody doing today? Welcome back. How was y'all weekend? Did y'all have a good time? Did you miss me? Cause I miss y'all. Did you miss me? What's going on? What's going on? Who up in here? Julian up in here. Story time up in here. How you forget? You put exclamation coins. You see how many coins you got now? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. We about to get this trial started. We might go a few hours with this since we haven't played in a while. I actually missed this dang on game. Hey Riley, how you doing? Hello, yeah, I liked your video. You know, I told you I was going to check up on you, Riley, and I did. Alright. So how does the audio sound for the game? Is it too loud? Is it too low? It sounds like it's two things playing. Hold on one second. Alright, how does it sound now? Does it sound like double now? I think I fixed it. Okay, good. Alright, let's go ahead up in here and get this game started. Load game. Where am I? Matter of fact, let me turn my mic down too. Alright, so let's go back. Oh, this is pre-trial prep. What I'm doing? There we go. Alright. Yes. The game will begin when you're there. Why is that so loud? Turn this all the way down. Alright. Okay, so that's the map, the truth bullets, review evidence, and witnesses accounts used. Okay, let's go back up in here. Oh, I think I got all of them. Yeah, I got all 18 of them, so that's good. Go to set skills. Okay. Okay, robot jock increases your truth bullet rate of fire. Effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time battle final strike. Costs 3 SP. Melodious voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Okay. I have no idea what this is, but how do I get SP? That's the question. Okay. And what does that say at the bottom? I need to read it from the beginning. It says, and what about the Blackened who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? I'll press enter. Okay, I'm pressing enter. Let me go back. Alright. Okay, it says, what's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him, even with the dead body laying in his bathroom? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so robot, I'm gonna get that. So I click enter. There's nothing happening when I click enter on Robot Jock. Let me go to Melodious Voice. I don't have any SP. It says it costs 3 SP. I don't have it yet, Storytown. I don't have anything. I can't buy it yet. Oh, I got 10. All right, so I'm gonna click it again. So bam, bam. Okay, and that's it. Okay, bam, bam. All right. So let me go ahead up out of there. Finish preparations. Boom.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Okay,
so, your votes will determine the results.
Ooh, here we go. Let me open my snacks. I got snacks and everything. My Korean friends got me this snack. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's like a pumpkin flavored pastry, which is delicious. Oh my god, so delicious. And I got me some strawberry Pop-Tarts. Oh yeah, these things good too. Alright, I'm ready. It sounds echoey. You not ready to see this, Julia? Oh man. Alright.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay, everyone close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship.
Why they cross her face out?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay. That about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Uh-oh. Oh man, well then, good luck and have fun. Damn, I missed the last one. Looking at y'all. Make your argument. Okay, evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono. Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what she just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For this first debate, we like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots, okay? So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, so I will have to click on the statement. Okay.
The one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono. Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay.
No, it's wrong.
Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real
Yes,
trial.
it is a real trial. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Make your argument. Alright, kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
They used the knife from the kitchen, right?
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
It was a kitchen knife.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You just go throw that out there, huh?
If you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife. But where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
I know it's Leon. I know it's Leon.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know dang on well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. Okay? On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Leon Chill is the cross made out of blood. What cross? I didn't even see it. Alwie's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
This little heifer.
He did it in secret. Nobody...
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Tina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still here. Are still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Bam.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife
While you
disappeared
in
while
dining
you were in the
hall.
dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
See, Makoto's smart. I like Makoto.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Don't make Alwie mad.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
You said it sound like what? Hold on. Let me go to F1. Is that which one it is? No, it's not F1. Or is it F2? Oh man, which one I need to go to change the options? Oh, here you go. Okay. That's the regular effects. The voice volume is all the way up. That's all the settings I get. It's the same things. Let me see something. Let me check something right quick, y'all. Hold on, hold on. Maybe if I do like this and turn that down. Let's see if that changes anything. Turn that down a little bit more. Alright, let's see if that works.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
See you,
So in other
Jules.
words,
Thanks for
2 people can
watching.
work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about
Yeah.
the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then
He has a valid
did take
point.
the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in
There
our
you go.
assigned
That's
room.
true.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
There's 2 girls though.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
He's so bland.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
It's talking about
Sayaka.
Sayaka.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was
A
Sayaka.
gun! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Dang it.
What?
See? He did do it after
Dang
No,
it!
You're wrong.
Why are they bullying him?
That's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Dang! If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
There you go, Kyoko. I'm starting to like her a little bit more and more.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Yes. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident, in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. Okay. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. Dang it! If the gauge reaches 0 or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. What? What? What the heck I'm supposed to do? Oh. Ain't it O? What the F is this? Huh? There.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
I was clicking the missing letters, not the actual, the whole word.
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
He be going off.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Hey,
And
Magnolia, how
did
you
the killer
doing?
Get into the bathroom. Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
That's Tamar. Mario Kart's Tamar, buddy. Oh, the killer. Oh, man. The object the killer broke. The bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Koyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debate. Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear about it. Bam. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, wait, let me stop this, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Alright.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
He did that on
So
purpose.
the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Yep.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room, the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
So someone...
Well, to be more specific...
Hold on. So someone changed the names on the rooms before any of this happened. They had to, or he would have known he was going into Makoto's room. So who changed? I guess it was her who changed it. I'm not sure.
What the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Exactly.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening.
Exactly.
Right?
That is a definite possibility.
So
why he don't look at nobody he talked to?
Someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yes, little heifer. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all, okay?
Then who did do it?
Oh, he is
I'm
angry.
sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules?
Look
you really
at-
think that's
see?
a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
She's so chipper.
You
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Unpickable, yep. I forgot about that little
Fine.
tidbit.
How about this? The killer
I know,
got
right?
in
So
the
let some
easy
know.
way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Ooh.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Saya could let someone in because... Because the switching, I think is this, right? Yeah, because they switched the room.
I got it!
Bam.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is. See, even if I'm not sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
What?
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Alright, paying attention. Oh, here we go. Alright.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because of what got switched between my and Sayaka's rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. the room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that
I'm
way.
not getting it, because everything seemed correct to me. Alright, let's do this again.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Okay, that wasn't it. There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Okay, okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Okay, we did switch rooms.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to,
Tyler!
it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room.
No, that's wrong.
Bam. Tell him, Makoto. God dang it.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And
Well,
the one
who
who
switched
switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched the rooms was Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates
Was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate.
Oh, so she was
would
trying
only
to
have
trick.
written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Mm-hmm.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
To trick the killer.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
So was she trying to set up Makoto?
Probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still
Kiyotaka.
don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Who's Kiyotaka?
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
I understood
Yes,
you, Magnolia.
I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
You right, story time. You right.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken was with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt Right.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica
Sound like
sword.
a leprechaun. Is that
You
girl?
barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
There you go, Kyoto.
See. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. Alright. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Oh man. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Tyler, where's the influence gauge? How can I check that? Oh, you can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose. Okay, press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Okay, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. What? Oh Lord.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Shoot!
Okay. Alright. Let me try this again.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. So I know which one I need to click on now.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Wait, I'm not quite sure. Yes, I see. So what you're saying?
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out,
So it's not the first one, it's not the
grabbed
second.
the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Hey Peter, how you
That's
doing?
what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Oh no, that's not the one either, is it? Dang it!
Shoot!
That's it, ain't it? Dang it! I like it, Peter. It's interesting. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to. Have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blacken. So do I get to do that over? If I do, I don't need the help. It would appear that the one who with the okay. However, Makoto is not the blacken. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet.
So they gonna make us start from the beginning? It is a murder mystery. All of them got invited to this school, and come to find out it wasn't actually a school. It's this panda teddy bear thing called Monokuma. We don't really know what it is. Making them stay in this place, and the only way they can leave is to kill somebody. So someone has killed someone, and now we're trying to figure out who the killer is. And if they don't figure out who the correct killer is, then everybody dies. So it's kind of crazy. Okay, let's do this again. You'll have to combine the right true bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Take the solitaire. Oh, okay, I get it. And choose. Okay. Alright. Alright.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Alright, I might need your help. So how do I supposed to do it?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Okay.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Alright. So, story time. So I know which order I want to put it in, but how do I put it in that order? Is the question. It said I have to put in order.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I have not a clue what's going on then. I don't know what to click or where to go. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
You think something I said is wrong?
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
When the fighting broke out,
alright, what the heck I supposed to do?
culprit
Hey
grabbed the
Cass, how you
sword,
doing?
and that's when the first blow was dealt.
I thought, oh, okay.
Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Alright. I don't think I'm getting it then.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, what is I don't know what I'm supposed to do right here. Somebody help me, please, somebody help me.
When the fighting broke out,
I'm clicking on the truth bullets.
the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based
Okay,
sneak
when I
attack.
click on that, yes, I see. So what you're saying is I have absolutely no idea. So when I clicked on it, it goes to this. So what the heck? To switch the truth bullets. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh, okay, I see it. Don't be yelling at me. Don't be putting all caps. All right.
Shoot!
All right.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Okay, that was right. All right.
Shoot!
So what I supposed to
When
do?
the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow
Duh,
was dealt.
what? Like what I supposed to do? I'm
Sword-based
clicking what it's
sneak
supposed to
attack.
be.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, can you get on Discord? Cause I don't know. You constantly saying true bullets. I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do with these dang on true bullets. So when I click it, okay. Alright, when they say it, alright.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
I'm getting frustrated.
And that's exactly what happened.
I am getting frustrated. We need to pass this part. I gotta aim what? Shoot the replica sword sheath on sword base. So how do I shoot it? Oh my god.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight
Oh my
started
gosh.
with the sword.
Storytime, you had to go through all that to explain it to me, Dad. You
Because
could have
the
been
sword
past
sheath had
this.
been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Thank you.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Okay.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Okay.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yep, her wrist. The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to...
Shoot!
What? How did I mess that up? God dang it! Alright.
Gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to...
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So the culprit came in.
We know what
Then they
this
took
is
the
gonna
knife
be.
and attacked Science. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her...
Sorry, but I don't think...
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a...
Wait, so... Yeah, because she didn't hold it. Bam.
You're
If
talking
it-
about her
it would have been
palms,
gold.
right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Why would she do that?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Saya could wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathroom at night. Oh, the water. The water is off at night.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no
Yeah, the
different.
water was off.
You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Why would you take
insult,
it as a
obviously.
compliment?
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to been the one without the sword. The killer. They were building both the sword and the knife and attacked Sayaka with both at once. If they had both weapons, how would the scratches have gotten on the sheath? I don't see any way for that to happen. Oh man, dang it. Alright.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Look at Leon.
So that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop
So she
sensation.
played him.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That
Sayaka,
must be
dirty
when her
dog.
wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah.
Why he coming up with extra
Decide who
rules?
you think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Okay, so from what they're saying, whoever killed Sayaka was basically just doing self-defense, because she was going to try to kill them first, and then in the process set Makoto up. Sayaka, she dirty. She is dirty. And she's supposed to be all this innocent little girl. I thought they was gonna get together, be girlfriend and boyfriend, and look at this,
If we
trying to
can't
set him
uncover
up.
who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
Alright.
There still might be one clue left.
Dirty.
Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
It's not
Written in her own blood.
11037.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Write the message with her own blood.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
And I know it says it, story time. It doesn't say 11037. It says Leon from right to left, upside down. So it's an L. The L is going like this. Then it's an E. Then it's an O. And then it's an N. I know I'm right.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Boom!
Oh! Yeah,
Boom!
it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1. But looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
He is so rude.
Gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Dang it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image
Koyoko
180
no.
degrees.
Boom. Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god.
Now
I
I
see.
see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Look at Leon. Look at Leon. Psycho's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, you could see clearly. Where you at? I want to see how he looking too. Where you at? Look at him. Mm-hmm. It is you.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
But now I don't feel, I kind of feel bad for him now that I know that she was actually trying to kill him and he was just playing self-defense. So I feel less angry with him.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Or was he?
And as a
Really?
result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leo tried to get rid of. Huh?
Shoot!
Oh man, alright, let me look at it again. My bad, my bad. Okay. He's fine. Oh, the trash.
I got it!
I got it.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer
Wait, how did she know about
they must
that?
have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
We need to find that shirt then.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Sayaka sounded like a robot. Sayaka ain't say nothing. Sayaka dead. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who was responsible. When it was disposed, how it was disposed, where it was disposed.
Shoot.
Okay. Unless it's where it's disposed. Okay. Is it how it was disposed or where it was disposed? Of course it's going to be disposed in the incinerator. Oh, yeah. No. God dang it.
Shoot.
Alright. Because you could only get into the incinerator room with a certain key. You got to have a certain duty. Alright.
I got it. If you look closely at how
It could have
the
been
shirt
all
was
of them.
disposed
What?
we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Oh, he probably
You need
just
the key to get in, and the one with the key was
it's cleaning
the person
duty.
on cleaning
That's
duty.
what I was saying. But has he been on cleaning duty yet? How would he know? He just told on himself.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Oh.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Dang it. I bet not mess this up and gotta start all the way over. Okay, let me just let them talk. Let me just let them talk.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Bam.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Yeah. Okay, let's do this again.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to...
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me just check something right quick. Alright.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life. Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
And him being a baseball
Remember
player.
what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Bam.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yeah.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
He's a baseball player.
Could someone really do that?
He's the ultimate
That's
baseball
right.
player.
There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge. Oh, there we go.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Okay. I guess I gotta pay attention again, huh? Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck. Closing. Oh man. Leon, the shirt. Oh. Let me just click on this. Wait, what's that? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a whole bunch of them. Wait a minute. Alright. Oh, hold on. Let me put this down here. Alright. Oh man, I didn't even see these. God dang it. Oh, it's going from right to left. Oh, okay. I got it. I got it. Act 1. So she had the butcher knife, I'm guessing. Okay. And then he came in, right? What was the hint button again? Alright, let's see. I'm missing one. Dang it. Why is it one missing though? Yeah, this right here. Where the heck does this go? I am missing one. Okay, so
here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
God dang. It's not right, so why are you making me right click? So it's not that. So the first thing is him coming in. And then, oh, right here. I think I got it. Oh, you, okay.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. Here's exactly what happened.
Oh my gosh. I could have sworn I had it that time.
Is this really? I refuse to give up yet.
Every case has one of the last argument. Complete summary. Comic book. Pieces. Complete the true panels. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, so I know what the first one is. Alright. So he came in the room. And that's not right. So take that out. See, this is what I thought it was before, but I guess not. See, now I'm all confused. I thought I had it before. Now I'm confused now. This is before. Wait. God dang it. Let me go ahead. Oh, jeez. Let me start from this way. Start from this way. Any progress? Not really. So is this gonna go right here? don't know. I don't know. Let me get a couple more seconds to see. I'm trying to figure out what goes right there. Alright, so alright, let's reenact it now. Dang it, I ain't trying to go through this again. Let's see.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Story time, you need to be more helpful. It's like you ain't on my team. You supposed to be helpful, man. Not putting me down on how long I done took. Supposed to be encouraging. You ain't encouraging at all.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room.
Oh, I did have that part right.
Back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
You trying your hard? I'm trying my hardest. I'm going through this by myself.
But couldn't get the bathroom
you ain't no
door.
help.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Okay, so we right there. Alright. I thought I had that right there. Okay. Alright.
Here's exactly what happened. Finding
No, I'm done now. I got it now.
The killer went after her. But what they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course So instead, the killer forced the door open and stabbed Sayaka.
Dang it. Okay. Oh. What? Alright, is that right now? Alright, thank you, thank you.
The killer is you! And stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remained, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room.
You know what? It's kind of crazy how it was a lint roller in the room in the first place. So he knew somebody was gonna try to clear up their mess and not have it to have no evidence at all. That Monokuma is something else.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
They made him look like a true killer too.
They left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Yep, the killer is you, Leon.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Huh? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka BTB BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an important statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on to with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll... Okay. On the flip side, if you're missing tempo down situation, okay. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with the truth bullet like any other statement. Okay. Refute that statement fast enough and you'll come victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
And Leon's the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. The moment of truth. Here we go. I don't know what I was supposed to do.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
How do I go to it?
You lied. Stop talking.
Where's my mouse?
Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me?
I think I got it at the end. I started figuring it out. Okay. Alright, I got it now.
Is this really... I refuse to give up yet.
I got it now. I got it now. Thanks. Okay, press right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. To deal damage to your opponent if you... So I gotta left click it, then right click it. You can press the left button to shoot it down with a truth bullet.
When the killer removed instead, they must have...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid, stupid, stupid.
Alright.
Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Is this...
Alright, let's give it another shot. Alright, let's read this again, y'all. Sometimes during a class trial, you're okay, bam, bam, bam. I just want to know what the heck I need to do. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Okay. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Oh. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement locked on to with the left button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Okay. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep... Okay. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Did enough damage to your opponent reach. You can press the left mouse button to shoot it down. Shoot bullet. Your fuse gauge reaches 0 or... Okay.
When the killer removed the screws from the door, instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Soy, hey, how you doing?
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only
Yo,
the
Taka
boys
got
got
it.
toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Exactly.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own
Oh, so they could check and see that Leon's toolkit is open, and I guarantee he has the only toolkit that's open. That's how they gonna prove it right there.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit?
Bam.
If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
They got him. They got him. They got him.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
All right.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I can't stand Monokuma. Look like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a biscuit. What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't
have a choice. It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first.
You are any different.
One wrong step and you be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said, no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she was descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monoko. Oh my god, but that's enough. As angry as I was, Koyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Dang it! Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment. You did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your room, your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not it. That's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with the sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. If that's the kind of justice that awakened within you, just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly... Let's hurry up and get to what's everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the baseball player.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
What is he going to do? What he about to do to him? Oh my goodness. A 1,000 blows. Wow. Wow. If they were innocent kids, they are not so innocent anymore. They done saw way too much. Look at that. And he gonna make them stand there and watch that. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
I can't take it.
Aww. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. This is horrible, y'all. This is horrible.
Damn you!
What the F are you doing all this evil crap to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy. Dirty, Magnolia. Dirty.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It is dirty. Wow. The way they kill him with them baseball, that's ridiculous. And to make them kids stand there and watch him do it is 300,000 times worse. That was horrible. I guarantee they never seen anything like that before. That is horrible.
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of crap. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to pound your butt into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world because being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there, just like before. Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? He is a teddy bear. He is a teddy bear. You can the poop out easy. Huh? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. Oh, sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Oh man, and just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Somebody subscribe. Whoever subscribed, thank you for the subscription. I didn't even notice. I appreciate that. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one could even speak. Their faces were stone, their voices were dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? You can beat the head out of the bear after all. It is a small... No, if they touch the bear, they automatically getting killed. So they can't even touch the bear. That's why when Makoto was about to get the bear, she had to hold him back, because he would have killed him. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? They did kill it once. What had happened? I forgot what had happened, but they destroyed it and it just came right back. The bear just constantly appears, and I think it's like multiple bears hidden in the school. So if you shoot one in the head, it's gonna be another one with about 2-3 heads probably. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this, because you can move past the deaths of your friends Saika and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I carry them with me forever. I carry their moments with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road? Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Oh, he got that from Sayaka. Kitty, I have pretty good intuition. That's something Sayaka would have said. That's it. The spare bat present. Do you want to save? Yeah. Save here. Oops. Alright. That is it. What time is it? Oh, I went over a couple hours. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. He did say it was going to be a couple hours. Let me go down because I don't want to hear that. I already said it, so yeah.
Danganronpa.
Alright, you guys, that is going to be it for today. I enjoyed that. We finally got past that chapter with little to none help from Tyler. Thank you very much. And I think he's gone. I played this dang on game for him and he just up and left me. It hurt my feelings. But thank all of you guys who watched it with me and had fun with me. We had a good time. I think we did have a good time. So tomorrow I will be back with some Mario Kart. It's going to be tournaments. And I'm going to start it early. So actually you could be playing throughout the day until I get home and probably start streaming between 4 and 5 o'clock. And whoever wins, I'll probably give some SyCOINS, and whoever I might give out something else. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all hit those like buttons if you have not done so. Comment, subscribe, do all that. Do all that. I love you guys, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Alright. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.